How's it going, everyone? 18-wheeler back again with another video. Today I'm going to take you for another ride along. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be picking up intermodal container, and so we're going to be entering some rail yards. And yeah, there's going to be some issues going on with that load, so just kind of goes to show that not everything goes perfect during the day being a truck driver. So yeah, let's get to it and see you out there. Good morning. It is Thursday and it is a skating rink outside. Got some freezing rain and then it froze overnight, so we got some crazy temperature. As you can tell, the window's frozen. Everything's frozen. So guys, heading out to my pickup. It is rain mixed with ice on the road, very slippery. We got to take it easy. We got a 3:15 pickup. It is 3 o'clock. We're about 5 minutes away, but we got to take it really slow. 55 speed limit. We're doing 35 on here, and as you can tell, everything froze up overnight. But today I have 2 loads booked. One is a 3-stop, the second one is a 3-stop too. But the second one, it's an intermodal load, which is a container. So we're gonna have to go into the railroads, rail yards, and pick up that load from there, which is something new for you guys. Yeah, and I'll try to get that on camera once I get in there. I'm gonna pick it up and we'll see how everything goes. Alright guys, so I finished up that 3-stop load, which was a pickup, drop and hook, and then brought an empty back. And so I just dropped it, left the facility, and I'm heading into a rail yard to pick up a intermodal container. So I figure I'll skip the first load and take you guys for a ride on this one, just to get a little perspective on, you know, how the rail yards work, what they do, and how I pick up loads and deliver loads. Yeah, so come along. I'll chat about it a little bit more once I get over there. And let's go. Okay, everyone. We're about to pull into the rail yard, and the very first thing that we got to go through here, it's super bumpy. We got to go through checks, so we got to go through this little tunnel here that will process our license plate, truck, make sure everything is okay. This is where you go through and get the box inspected before you enter for damages. And now I'm gonna go and check in. So it's fairly easy. I mean, these days everything's operated by applications, and so in order to get in, you could do it on your phone prior to coming in here. Set up your app to where you just gotta either scan the barcode or put in a little code. So here are lanes. You see 6 lanes or 5 lanes, and you could pick any of them. And then you see that little kiosk right there. We got one on this side. We're gonna check in, put our information in, and let me do that real quick. So we got the gate open. I got plenty of time, so I'm gonna go around this yard just to kind of explain a little bit about how it works. So this is not a port where you see ships come in and bring containers. This is just a rail yard where everything comes in and goes out by train. And when it comes in, it gets offloaded from the train and it gets put on a chassis. So here are the train tracks where the train comes in. This one is already offloaded. Boxes on the train cart. It gets lifted off and put on top of these chassis frames, and big cranes come over here and they go one by one off and on, or the vice versa, where you see over there, you see so many trailers ready to be loaded on top of the carts. And then these spotters that work in this yard, they come in, pick them up, and take them to the parking lot back there. And all these parking lots, they have their own locations. They also bring trailers, regular trailers on these rail cars. And so once they finish offloading, they put it in the yard parking spots, which is right here. Or when they need to load, they pick it up from here and bring it to by the tracks, and they load out the train. So yeah, let's go find my box. And then the same thing, I could use the app to see the location of my box, which I should have. Hold on, let me check in real quick. Okay, so my location is lot 2, row 9. Lot 2, row 9. So this is lot 2 right here. You just gotta pick up on row 9. This is row 4. 220410. So this is 7, row 8, row 9. 220410. Thinking it's this one over here. Yep. We located our box. Let's go ahead and hook up to it. So it's basically the same thing. Hook up your lines. This container is a little bit different than trailers, so I'm gonna have to lift these lines up a little bit. They can't be touching the catwalk on the truck, just so they don't get caught on something. So I got another bungee cord out. I use that and should be okay. But anyway, as they put this box on top of this chassis, these are the locks. Well, this is already tied and secured, but it has these holes. I'll show you guys, put some light on here. I don't know if you guys can see. There's that pin right there. So these front pins, you just got to push them forward, lock them, and zip tie it so it doesn't open back up. Okay. And it's basically the same thing. Make sure your fifth wheel is locked. We got the landing gear. Wait, this way. We do our checks. Now each chassis has their own number, just so it's identified properly. I gotta squeeze through here, it's very tight. But it's the same thing, it's got the slider, just as a regular trailer. I can't get through here, I gotta go back. You gotta be really careful and make sure there's nobody hooking up to this other trailer, especially when you're in between them. You can get crushed. So I'd rather go around on the other side, do the same checks. I got more space on this side. Double. Whoa, and there we go. We have no lock on this side. So this chassis is no good. I'm gonna have to do a flip. Gotta take pictures of it. I might have to do a flip. I'm just gonna disconnect. Definitely not gonna be touching that. Okay, so the plan is to do a flip. So I'm gonna have to hook up to that container, bring it over to a flip area, bring another chassis, and then the crane operator is going to come in and he's going to do a flip for us. So he's going to lift the box up, take it off of these chassis and put them on a different one. So I got to take the box and I got to find chassis and then do that flip. So let me hook up to it, I'll take it to that area and we'll go from there. All right, so we're gonna have this crane operator take this box off. It's gonna give us a beep. Give me a beep. Yep, give me a beep. He's gonna take my box off. And we're gonna go get another chassis. See, there's double stacking these. All you need to do is unlock the rear. I don't need to do the front because he can slide it out. He's got it off, so okay, we're gonna drop off this bed order chassis. And I don't know if there's any good ones over there. Let's see if I can grab one off the track. See if that's okay. We'll see. I'm just gonna do a U-turn here. Sure I don't rip my lines off. Put it. Alright guys, so I just hooked up to the new chassis. Hopefully and so I'm gonna go back by the crane. And we're gonna have him put the box back on. So that other guy's not back yet. So we might be the first one in line to get the box put back on. So I just gotta come around these tracks. he's got his box on, ready to get mine put on. I don't know if he's gonna be able to grab my box from the other side. We'll see what's the better option for us. If we should he's gonna move both of these boxes. That's fine. I'll let this guy go first. He's gonna have his box in the air, so he's gonna have his box in the air first, so might as well have him get it. He's got to move it anyway, so might as well have this guy get his box first. Still got about 30 minutes before my departure time, so I'm just gonna put in the information. Create an out gate. We just gotta change the chassis number. DDGZ, because it's different now. So I gotta put in a different chassis number. So I got this information, and he's gonna slide it in, or this guy might just back up. So those front pins go in. My pins look open, so back it in, and he's gonna place the trying to figure out, because it's telling me to use a flip app. I have no idea what this means. And so once it's on, put these zip ties on. We got the zip ties on. I already checked the chassis. Everything is good. I just gotta figure out how to change the chassis on the app. So, all right, guys, I'll get back with you once we're on the way up. All right, guys. So I went around just to double check on the seal, make sure it matches my paperwork. It looks like the chassis was updated automatically in the system. I didn't have to do anything. I tried to change it, but I guess it doesn't work that way. So everything's good. We got the chassis, we got the box, and we are good to go to the out gate. It's been a while for me. This is something that I used to do all the time. Every yard's different. I didn't come out to this yard. that often, to be honest with you. And yeah, the flip thing was kind of new to me. I think I did it once before, but it's a little bit different now, just a little bit. But it was pretty quick. I mean, I can't complain. These things happen when you haul intermodal stuff. You know, these chassis, they're not privately owned, they're leased chassis, rentals. You know, even there's a damage, people just bring them and drop them and don't even report any damage on them. So the next guy that comes in to pick up a load and there's a box on top of it with the damaged chassis, you know, in my case, it was the case, right? Missing pin. I mean, the people that work here, they don't care. They just need to get it off the train, so they'll put it on any type of chassis that's out there. And if, you know, the driver that brought it in and never reported the damage, you know, on their system it shows that it's still a good older chassis, so they're gonna use it. They don't have time to figure stuff out, and you know, even though they see something's not right with the chassis, they'll still put the box on top of it. So we're gonna do the same thing on the way out that we did on the way in. We're gonna go through the tunnel, or whatever they call it, inspection. And then after that is the out gate, which is basically the same thing. I already put in all my information in the app. I got a barcode. All you gotta do is either scan it, or you either gotta scan it or just put in like a 5-digit number to get out. So let's pick a lane. It's fairly easy to get in and get out. If everything works the way it's supposed to, your pickup number is working properly, it's the correct pickup number, and you know, your equipment's okay, it don't take much to get in and out of these rails. It used to be different back in the day. Everything was manual. You know, there were people standing and checking you in, checking you out. I remember there were lines, long lines to get in and get out back in the day, but now it's like in and out. And I'm gonna put in the code. And then it's gonna ask me for to verify the information. Okay, so it says exit when gates open, so that guy's leaving. My gate's gonna open next, or at least it should. Who's up next? This guy's up next. I'm always the last guy out. And so it used to, like back in the day, they would print out a receipt. You get that automatically on your app. That way, if you ever want to go back and reference what you did, what kind of loads, you know, the type of equipment, chassis, and all that stuff, you can always do that through the app. So, app showing off property. Let's go back to Amazon app to let them know that we are out. I forgot to do something as I was hooking up to it after all this flip and everything else. I needed to update the app with the bill of lading information and all the other stuff, but yeah, we got it done. And let's head out to a delivery, which is about 35 miles. Not too bad. It should be a drop and hook. Our appointment's not until 10. It is 8 o'clock, so it took us a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. It's not a heavy load. It's like 15,000 cargo. That's about 46,000 pounds maybe at the most. So anyway, let's go and deliver it. We'll go from there. sign, we got to slide the tandems back first before we come in. So let's do that. So this is the old school. Pull the lever and the pin goes in. Let me double check if there's any paperwork in the back. Don't see anything here. And then what you want to do is lock your trailer brakes and pull forward. See, the wheels are all the way in the back. These customers, they want you to do that. The way these docks are designed, it always lifts the back end up when you slide the tandems back, so it's better for them to get in with the forklift. It's one of the reasons why they want you to slide it back. You can also pull up slowly and then hit your brakes. Trailer brake valve, or handle, I should say. Forward, backwards. And before you're ready to go, you want to check your pins if they locked back in place. Yep, the pin is back in its place. It's locked properly. Now we can go ahead and make the delivery. Alright guys, so I was able to check in. Gotta drop this, pick up an empty. So yeah, let's get to it. Close the door because the guard chick does not want to have the doors closed when we pull up to the guard check, to the security. So let's head straight over there and we'll be on our way. Gotta close the door and drop this empty, about a 5 mile. just about 5 miles away. So let's go around and see if they will let us drop it. The drop isn't until 1 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully they will let us drop it early. Let's hope so, and then we'll look for something else. See you guys there. Okay guys, so they let us drop it about 3.5 hours early, so that's good. And I'm gonna go get some lunch and look for anything else I can book, but I'll leave you at that, and I'll see you at the parking lot. Alright guys, it's noon, pulling into the yard, and I'll finish on that. Was not able to book anything else, but I got one for early, super early in the morning. So hope you guys liked this Intermodal video. It was a pretty interesting day, a lot of things happening. Usually that's the case with the Intermodal. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps out quite a bit with the algorithm. And I'll see you on the next one. Adios.